Hello and welcome to the show #Trodwas, the podcast. This is the audiobook for the realizations of Depression Warrior and Suicide Survivor by Denmark R. Aranas. Today's episode is about my realization outside my mind about self-awareness. Third chapter, Asking and Receiving Help. For the longest time, I've been fully self-sufficient in everything that I do, and that asking for help for anything seems to be so hard for me. Being so, I've been totally self-reliant ever since I was a child. I did all that I could to accomplish anything on my own. I would always tell myself that I don't need anyone's help. If I could do it on my own, then there's no need to bother anyone for help. I also believe that asking for help is a sign of my incompetency and weakness. And so, I am ashamed to ask for help from anyone. I preferred failing miserably than showing any weakness. I never did share my own personal problems to anyone, ever since I was a child. I never did talk about these problems to my friends and even to my family. I learned the art of faking happiness. I can manage to put a smile on my face despite my worries, hurts, and pain. I discovered the beauty of silence, how it masks my own emotions and bottle up my feelings, not to be exposed to many. I've been able to master as well how to numb myself out of all the hurt I was experiencing. I hate it whenever I cry, and so seldom do I cry for anything. I do not allow myself to be emotional in any way. I preferred disregarding my emotion and feelings to get the impression that I'm handling everything well and assume that I got everything under control. Until one day, I came to the point that I gave up. On the day of my fall, there I was refusing to seek help from anyone. I did not have the courage to open up to anyone. I chose to keep my struggles to myself, knowing that I've been strong enough for so long, that I can still make it on my own. But I was so wrong for thinking that way. At the night of my fall, instead of crying it out to a friend, my love, or even to my mother, I chose to carry everything on my shoulders. I did not want to unload my burdens to anyone, and that it is better to keep everything to myself, because they did not have to know my troubles for. I saw myself as an inconvenience and unimportant to lay it all on them. And so, I fell that night, for I chose to escape from my problems in life instead of asking help from anyone I love. All along, I thought I was strong enough to make it on my own, but I was so wrong. I've been under the guise of pretentious image of being strong for the longest time, until I came to my breaking point and totally gave up on me. But all of the people around me never gave up on me. All of them were hoping for my fast recovery, and they have been consistent in showing support to me even though I did not ask for any help. All of the help came overflowing without me asking for it. But out of all of them who never gave up on me, it was God who saved me from my sure death. I was wrapped with His loving arms, preventing any major injury from me. Never did ask help from Him, but He did not abandon me. I have turned my back on Him for the longest time, but still He chose to fall with me and save me. God made me realize that I don't have to be alone in facing my troubles and problems. God wanted me to show how it is never a sign of weakness to seek help. It is actually an act of courage to ask for help. Also, an act of humility to acknowledge my own weaknesses and shortcomings. The people around me prove that I was never a burden to anyone. I was so wrong for thinking that the people who I love and who truly love me as well would get tired of me and see me as an inconvenience. They made me feel how important I am to them and that losing me would be the worst thing that could happen to them. These people took care of me till I regained enough strength to get back on my feet. They were offering so much help, even if I'm not asking for it. I was encouraged by them to always ask for help because they will never ever hesitate in giving me their time and efforts to make me feel better, even in the smallest way they can. In this second life of mine, I'm learning to ask for help. I'm getting used to sharing my problems to people I trust most, my friends and family. The best of all, my love, made me realize that he will never get tired of listening to me and would never consider me as a burden because he truly loves me. He accepts me for who I am completely and is willing to take the struggles of loving someone damaged and complicated as me. He always assures me that the love will never change and he will never abandon me no matter what. True love would never ever give up, even at the most desperate times of weaknesses and hopelessness. All that is left for me to do is to trust even more these people who are really concerned and only want what is best for me.